Welcome to FBB Forum. My name is David, and this podcast is dedicated to all the amazing women competing in bodybuilding. If you like this content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow my YouTube and Instagram pages. I'm very pleased to welcome the stunning NPC figure athlete Jessica Picard to the podcast. Jessica most recently competed at the NPC Southern USA competition in Orlando, where she won all three divisions that she competed in. She also competed at the Steve Stone Metropolitan Championships earlier this year in April, where she placed second in true novice, masters 35 and over, and Class A open. Jessica lives in upstate New York and works as a nurse and also has a coaching business. And her nursing business we'll talk a little bit about, but that's kind of unusual too. She has a bright future in the sport, so keep an eye out for her. Welcome, Jessica. It's great to have you here.
Hi, it's great to be here, David. Good to see you.
Thank you. I saw you hand out awards at the New York Pro, and that must have been neat to be on that big stage. That was a great stage.
That was an unbelievable opportunity. I was starstruck in so many levels. Um, it was a little nerve-wracking just because Shannon announced everyone that was in the audience, and I'm not a pro or anything. So I get up there and I'm handing out awards, and I see Jay Cutler, and I was like, very starstruck. And I was like, just don't fall. Just don't fall. Give the awards out and get off stage. So very cool experience. Yeah, I've had some really crazy, fun things happen lately. So very
That's
cool.
great. Yeah, that was an amazing show and most dynamic show I've ever been to, just in terms of like the crowd was so loud and it was really electric in there. So it was really neat.
Yeah, it was an intense show. It was good. It was awesome.
Yeah, I hadn't seen anything like that before. It was great. So definitely want to go back.
Yeah.
Um, so my first few questions are about how you got started in bodybuilding. And I was wondering if you had an athletic or a sports background before you started competing.
So not really so much athletic. I did some high school sports. I was not good at basically any sport that I played. I was there to roughhouse. That's why the coaches put me in. I fouled out of many basketball games, and but I really, at the age of 14, I mean, we always had workout equipment in our basement, but my parents didn't really use it. My mom actually started going to a local gym, when I was 14, they let us go to the gym with her. So I started working out, lifting, she was lifting. And from there, it kind of turned into like a super passion. I was really, Muscle and Fitness magazine was my life for a long time. So I
Yeah,
workouts, and like I always wanted to look like a bodybuilder. So this year I finally started to look like a bodybuilder. So,
this is your first year competing, right?
yes, yeah.
Wow, yeah, you definitely are great. And that's interesting. It's your first year competing just because you do. Oh,
Yep.
I was
Broke up.
froze for a little bit, but I got you back.
Okay. Yep.
No, that's cool. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you now?
39.
39. Oh wow. So you've got a long history of training though, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I dabbled in CrossFit for a little while. I've always had a gym in my basement, lots of workout equipment. So I wouldn't necessarily go to a gym. I would just be in the basement. So,
Oh wow. That's so cool.
yeah.
I told you I'm in Florida. We don't have a basement, so we don't have anything.
Right.
You had to find the corner of the house to put the equipment.
Things. Yeah.
Um, Now, in terms of who, since you did your first contest this year, who convinced you to do your first contest? I was just curious.
Um, just me. So like 2 years ago, I basically like I put it out like in the air, and to my kids and my husband, like they knew that I always wanted to do it. But 2 years ago, I bought my first practice suit. And then I just kept training, and then I ended up getting my first coach, which was online, just to help me like tweak nutrition, give me a different perspective of workouts. And then like last Mother's Day, my kids bought me all my competition jewelry for Mother's Day.
Oh, really? Oh,
So
that's so
it's
sweet.
been like a
Wow.
thing like set in motion. Like, I mean, 2 years ago, I was reading books on how to make this all happen. Because I was finally at a point in my life where I had, I don't want to say time, but like I knew I was going to commit to this, and I just needed to get, some of the right people and some tweaks in my nutrition. I feel like were big, making sure I ate enough.
That's really terrific. That's great. That's so cool about your kids getting competition jewelry for you.
Yeah, this year they bought me a ton of supplements. Last year they got my comp jewelry. So
That's so awesome. That's great. It's great to
yeah,
have that support network. Definitely.
yes, definitely.
Oh, that's awesome. No, and it sounds like you were kind of leading to this moment all your life. You're kind of,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna get up there on stage.
Yes, this has been a long time coming. So uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just super grateful and like blessed that I've bumped into some really magical people, and like the stars have aligned, like, and it's finally happening. So
That's terrific. That's so cool. Now, I was curious do you have like a fitness role model or somebody that you really look up to in bodybuilding?
Dana Bailey.
Oh yeah,
Dana
she comes up the
Bailey.
most on my podcast. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, her shoulders. I've always looked at her shoulders and I was like, I need those shoulders. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I need those shoulders. So yeah, she's amazing, and she's one that I've followed for a long time. So I always just keep Dana like in my mind. And we have a similar haircut. I've had this haircut for like 25 years. So
Oh
I,
yeah.
I don't change very much. And yeah, my ex-husband actually got me like really into Dana, and he's like, you can make your shoulders like this. And I was like, I don't know how. Let's figure it out. So
Oh yeah, Dana is great. And yeah, she's inspired so many people and first physique Olympia too. I mean,
oh
she's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I really like her look. I'd like to see her compete again. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I just follow her now because she has like Flag Nor Fail, so I buy a bunch of her clothes. Like I watch what she does online anyway. So
Oh
yes,
yeah, she's
yeah,
really active online still, which is
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, your hairstyle reminds me of Susan Matheson, who's a pro. She has the same kind of look, and yeah, it's a good
Yes, yep,
look. I like it. Yeah.
yeah. That A-line bob.
Uh-huh. I like it. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. That's good too when you're posing, you don't have to like flip all this hair around and you
Yeah, I don't have to deal with that, thank God. That's too much. I can't do it. I just can't.
yeah, I find that too big of hair is distracting, I think, for the fans too. And,
Yeah.
I was curious and it's only been this year, but was it kind of tough for you to get up on stage in a bikini for the first time? Was it kind of nerve-wracking, or were you nervous on stage?
I mean, I'm definitely nervous on stage. You get over the being like half naked and the bikini thing, you get over that real fast because everyone else is in it too. So it's like you can't even think about it. Um, all that I kept in my mind was posing, posing. So like get up there, don't fall, and pose. And my first show, like just a huge improvement from my first show to just this show. Like my posing changed. I needed more help with posing, so I did get more help with posing, and I figured out how I need to get my lats out because I was squeezing them, and it was difficult to find the way to get my lats out. But this competition I did, so now it just became like, oh, I got it. I don't have to worry. There's still tweaks I need to do, but the nerves. I think every time you step on stage, the nerves will go down a little bit more.
Yeah.
So just get comfortable.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, I think with more practice and more time on stage, it's you're and posing I think is tough with figure because you got the heels and but you still gotta flex everything too. So it's just that's hard to do, I bet.
Yeah, it's intense. It's
Mhm.
intense. Flexing everything at the same time and making sure, like, if you have a little bit of weakness, you better flex that out and
Mhm.
arch your back and do what you got to do to make sure that it doesn't really show up so much.
Yeah, I got you. You didn't fall down, right? So that's
I
good.
didn't fall, so that's I did it.
I know even sometimes there's like an anomaly in the floor or something, and you just got to be careful and
Oh, the floors are tricky.
yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, definitely. Um, the we already talked a little bit about this, but in terms of giving out awards at New York Pro and and being fangirl there, you mentioned some of the men, but I was curious if there was any women that you kind of fangirled on over there.
Um, Bridget Andrich. I
Oh
actually,
yeah.
yeah, I got to see her. I got a picture with her. There's a language barrier, so I was just like, I was just super happy to see her and get a picture. And there's, I got to see, I can't think of her name right now, but the woman that won figure division, like I was on the side, I was watching her warm up to get on stage, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
and like I knew then, I was like, she's it. She's the winner. And sure enough, she won. And just gorgeous women, gorgeous, strong women. And that's for me, that's huge. And that's what I strive to be. So I love to watch this. This is just amazing to see.
That's great. Yeah, that was Lena Ramsteiner
Yes,
and
yes.
also German like
Yes.
Bridget. And
Yep.
yeah, they looked amazing. There was a lot of good Germans there actually.
Oh yeah. Yep. We actually, so I worked with Bombshell, and we met so many people, like a ton from the UK, and not even like the competitors would come over, but their girlfriends or their boyfriends or whoever would come over and talk to us just about, their pro that's getting on stage in a minute, and like their just excitement to be here in the US to compete in the pro. It was high energy. It was really a fun place to be.
That's terrific. Yeah. It's such a prestigious show too, so
Uh,
it's a big deal to be there for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised Big Steve, hooked me up with the media pass and it was just such an honor. And I got second row and was
Oh,
able,
you were right up there. Yeah.
yeah, it was so awesome. Yeah, it was great, great view there um and sat behind Sarah Viegas. So that was kind of cool
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. It's exciting to see all of these like royalty of bodybuilding. It's just in one place. It's very like,
I
it's very
know
exciting. Yeah.
it is. It's really
Yeah.
amazing. Even Jake Wood was right in front of me too, and that was cool too.
That's yeah, just amazing. These amazing people that you see. I went to give the bikini awards, and Nick came off stage, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I
He's
was like,
amazing,
"He's
isn't
right
he?
there," and he just got done like posing it out, and like he's like, sweaty, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm
Oh,
this close to this guy."
that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
He
Yeah.
really got the crowd going too. He
Oh
really
yeah,
so
yeah.
dynamic. Yeah, he was amazing.
Yes, he was amazing.
That was good to see him win too, because yeah, he deserved that win. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely did. Yeah.
Now, tell me about your experience at the Steve Stone show. How was that? And was that relatively close for you and where you live in
Um,
upstate New York?
It was about 2 hours away.
Oh, not bad.
So,
Yeah.
um, and it was a good show. It was, my first show, so I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew I just went through peak week, which it was rough. And
Yeah.
I, you know, you get up early, you get your hair done, you get your makeup done, you get downstairs, you do the meetings, you do everything, and then it's like, hurry up, get on stage, hurry up, get off stage. Oh, we'll see you in a couple hours. So, um, it was a learning experience, just the first time knowing what to expect. So then when I went to Florida, I was like, yeah, I know what's going to happen. I
Yeah, that's
wasn't as
true.
nervous or like where to go or who's going to grab me now. Like, so I was just like, yeah, just hang out here. We'll be okay. And, um, yeah, I had a really good time in Florida. I was super grateful to be there. So, yeah.
Terrific. That's great. Yeah. And those shows are not too far apart, I think, because was it Steve Stone in April 25th, I think?
April 12th. And
April 12th.
then,
Yeah.
yeah, so it was like 6 weeks apart.
Yeah.
So I did, as much improvement as I can in 6 weeks. And like I said, the main thing for me was posing, was getting that posing straight. And I mean, last week it was every day of the week, any mirror, anytime, heels on. I'm posing, I'm checking, I'm sending my coach videos, I'm sending pictures, I'm doing to make sure that I was ready because, you know, I needed to go there ready. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Are you working with opposing coach?
So I am part of Team Bombshell. So my coach is Jennifer Capozzi. She's the IFBB Pro Bikini,
Okay.
and she has helped me immensely in the past month get my posing together.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah,
good.
she's been amazing. So I'm super grateful to have her because my posing was a little bit of a mess.
I gotcha. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
It's great to have her, yeah, and have her eye to help you. Um,
yeah, yeah.
that's very cool. Um, in terms of now for the Steve Stone, you had the three divisions you won.
Uh,
Or no, is that no, you got second place in, I
I
think,
got second place. Yes.
in the
Yeah.
three divisions. Yeah. And what divisions were those?
35, the Masters 35 plus, the Open A, and True Novice.
True novice being your
You-
first show, basically, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's terrific. That's great. I was curious, did you find kind of a strong iron sisterhood there at the Steve Stone show?
There was a girl that I met the night before, um, Yesenia, and I competed against her in Masters. And like we met at the microwave because we were warming up our food. And
Mm,
she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing figure." And I was like, "Oh, me too." And then I was like, "Oh no." Because here's your competition and you can't see, we're all in like black pajamas and everything. And I was like,
yeah.
well, at least like now, like I know I have a face when I go downstairs.
Yeah.
So, and it was really cool because I just got to see her and her posing, and then I found her on Instagram after, and I just messaged her. I was like, "Hey, congratulations!" Because she took overall, and I had asked her. I was like, "Are you going to Universe now?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm going to go to Universe." I said, "I'm coming to watch you." I said, "I'm not ready, but I'm going to come watch you and hopefully get your pro card." So
Oh,
that's my
terrific.
plan, is to just go down and be there, for her, like a little support. And I mean, she has a coach and she has people and she has everything, but it would just be cool to see her there.
Yeah, that's it. That's in Teaneck also in
Yeah.
July, I think, right?
It's July 4th weekend, so it basically like starts, I think, the third. So figures on the third. So I'm like, I'm gonna head down there, go watch this and see how it goes. So
That's great. Yeah. And you can yell for her and stuff too.
yeah, yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's very cool. I think that's great. Would you, is that something that you could compete in now if you wanted to, or could you do
I
universe?
I could, like, I qualified to, but the way that my body is right now, I'm not ready to do that.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't want to say, oh, it's a sure thing. Like when I get on stage, I want to know that I am 100% ready to go.
Yeah.
And for at least that level, right now I'm getting some quirks out with just like stage and comfortability. I want to know that my body is 100%. I'm comfortable with it, and I don't have to pose out like my weaknesses, which is my glutes and my hamstrings.
Okay.
I want them to be like a wellness, rock. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Oh,
working
yeah.
on now.
Terrific. Yeah. Yeah. Those wellness girls do have amazing
Oh man.
hamstrings.
Yes. Yeah. So I have some growth before I start doing that.
I understand. So do
Yeah.
you think, will you compete again next year, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like October-ish, November, it's really, and then if I do good, I don't want to say if I do good, I'm gonna keep competing
Yeah.
because it's always learning, right? So
Mhm.
it, and you're doing good at a show, all depends on who shows up that day.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
and
Mhm.
that was like the best advice. I have a friend who's an OCB physique pro, and I would bump into her at the gym, and she was like, "You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's showing up." And I was,
Yeah.
good point. There could be someone who's been working out in their basement for 20 years that just pops out of nowhere.
No.
So you never know what's going to show up, and people might not know who you are or what you are, but when you get on stage, they're going to find out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
So
think October, November this year?
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do
Oh,
another.
terrific.
Yeah, I'll do another one before the year closes.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I think getting that and just getting more experience under your belt that's really helpful, I think, you know.
Yeah, and then just watching some shows. Like last year, I went to the Grand Prix in Poughkeepsie because it was close by,
Uh-huh.
um, just to do homework. That was like my whole objective. Is like I'm doing homework. What does this look like? I met some of the judges, like, and that has been like my objective this whole time. I'm a research person, so I was like,
Yeah.
I got to do homework. I got to study this. I have to figure out, what do I need to do? Where do I need to grow? What needs to happen? So.
Almost sometimes I think you could pick a show based on judging panel too. So the judges are they differ so much, you know,
Yeah.
from show to show.
Yeah.
And like I was thinking about New York Pro versus Optimum with the women's physique division in particular. It just seemed like in Optimum's always a little bit different, I think, but in terms of their judging, I think so. Yeah, I think it really does depend on not only who shows, but who's the judge, you know,
Who's
that
the judge? Yeah. I mean, the difference in judge from, Steve Weinberger was the head judge for when I was in TNEC. And then I went to Orlando and totally just like a different vibe with the judges, a little more relaxed. It was, just different judging and different feedback and different, so I just kind of take what each of them say and I'm like, all right, you said work on this, you said work on that, we're going to figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. No, that's cool. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Just keep plugging away, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, uh, in terms of, are you going to stick with figure division, or have you thought about moving up to another division?
Um, Probably stick with figure. Um, I mean, I think I'd have to grow like significantly to bump into physique, and
Yeah.
I don't really want to do a dance routine.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
not in my wheelhouse.
No,
Um,
okay.
and so I'll do the heels and I'll do the figure posing and I'll work on mastering that.
Okay,
And
cool.
yeah, that's where I'd like to stay.
I understand. No, I definitely understand.
Yep.
As a fan, though, I like women's physique because you do get to do the dance and you get to flex more too.
You do. You get the nice like double bicep and like some of it really accentuates. I'm like, man, like I wish figure had a double bicep because that looks good on me. And
Yeah, I
I'm like,
know.
oh, like, but I'm not doing a dance routine, so we'll stay with figure.
I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one thing that bummed me about New York Pro is they had no women's physique pose down. It's like, dang it.
Oh, yeah, the post down's fun.
I know they got to have pose down for every women's physique show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I've even seen figure shows where they did a pose
Oh,
down too, and that's kind of fun to watch too.
yeah, that's I feel that's what just happened to me in Florida was we had to do a post down to get for who's going to take the overall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So that was fun. Um, and the girl that took overall, she had a big back. Her back was huge. So I was like, I got to get a bigger back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they actually do flexing or did you do figure poses?
It just figure posing,
Oh,
comparisons like over
mhm.
and over and over again. And I remember like my coaches have been like, they can keep you for a while. They can keep you for a while. I was like, there's not much else to see. But
I
so
guess.
yeah. So
I
just
have seen figure shows where they do the bodybuilding poses too, so that would be cool.
that would be,
Mm.
yeah, that would be a little cool to do.
Get the most muscular, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I was curious, what do you think is your best muscle group and what do you think needs the most improvement?
Right now my quads are pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
they're pretty cut up. Out of nowhere, like just muscle started popping all over the place. My glutes, hamstrings are my weakest. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
so that's where I need like the most growth. And then just getting some more back width, and just more thickness in my back muscles. I mean, it's all from basically like neck to like the back of my knees. Like that's where I need to work. So
Oh, I got you.
yeah,
I understand.
yeah. And then it's like, well, if that gets a little bigger, these better get bigger to just be symmetrical. So,
Yeah,
you got to work on everything.
I
So
know. Yeah, that's why I admire you all for doing what you do because it's a lot of work and
it's
it's hard work too.
it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun though. Like I love lifting. So, and I love lifting heavy. So I would rather do, 5 reps, 2 reps than 15, but you have to do a mix. So you do the
Yeah.
mix.
Oh yeah, I think lifting heavy is good though, because that'll give you an advantage, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Help, burn you out fast.
Hmm.
Get that lactic acid built up and really get a good pump too. So,
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Now you mentioned you're working with a prep coach. Who are you working with?
So it's through Bombshell. Like they do everything for me. So,
Oh, yeah.
um, and I mean, even down in Florida, there was a coach down there, um, that checked, that day after we did athlete check-in, we did, backstage rehearsal with there was like, I don't know, about 10 of us, that are in Bombshell. So we had Jess Elias, Shannon, Day was there, and Jenny Clapp. And they walked us through the dress rehearsal, and then they did body checks on us that night to basically say like what you need to eat, or
Oh,
what you need to stop eating. So they checked
uh-huh.
us. And then the next morning was the same thing. It was like, got my hair, makeup, tan on, and then I went to get checked. And then it was like, do I eat? Do I not eat? How much water can I have? Little sips, those fine details. And, I needed to fill up. So I had to carb load that night quite a bit. It was like carb load and get some coconut, coconut oil in me.
Okay.
And so like my muscles were much fuller,
Yeah.
the
I
next
understand.
day. And so, I mean, they've been amazing with just getting me where I need to be. So
How long have you worked with them?
I just joined Bombshell in February.
Oh, you did. Oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
so I'm pretty new to them. This was the first like team because it was put on by like Bombshell Productions, the whole event. And it was we call that like a team, what is it, a team competition. So that's a lot of us like flew in, or there was someone from Alabama, there was another girl from Jersey, there was me. So there were 10 of us from all over the place that just came in to do the competition. And then, the other people that weren't on Bombshell, that
Hmm.
were from Florida. So
That's great. When you presented the awards at New York Pro, was that for Team Bombshell?
yes,
Oh,
so
wow.
that's
Yeah.
so I worked with my coach that day out, as a vendor, like promoting Bombshell. And I mean, they have a huge clothing line. And so we were working that all day. And then the one, they came out and they were like, so who's presenting the award? And I was like, and my coach was like, she's going to present it. Look at her. Look at that dress. And I was like, what? I'm presenting an award? Like, these people are famous. And like, who am I to give them their award?
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh my God. So, but it was super cool. So I got up there and did it. It was like such an honor to do that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look great too, especially that it was like a black dress. So that was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
A black dress. Thank God.
That was awesome. No, you did. You look great. That's cool that you got that opportunity too.
Yeah. It was wild. So,
And the Jennifer you mentioned, how do you spell her last name?
um,
Or
C, CAP Capozzi, CAPAZZO, I believe.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Jennifer Capozzi Rogers, I think is how it's listed.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I'll make sure to tag her too. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's good that you've been working with her. Yeah.
yeah. She's been amazing. I'm super grateful. So
I was curious, what would you say is the most challenging aspect of prep for you?
The waist trainer.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that from other ladies.
Waist trainer. Like the food doesn't bother me. The workouts don't bother me. Yeah, I mean, peak week workouts gets really hard. Um, Mentally, the last week, I mean, even like the last couple weeks can wear you down a little bit.
Mhm.
So it's really important to have like a strong support system. Even like I had a meeting with my kids. I was like, I'm going into peak week. Just know I'm not normal this week.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be grouchy. I'm not really having a lot of carbs. So like they know, and they know, like, don't hand mom a pizza crust.
Yeah. I
Because
understand.
my daughter would try, she's like, here, you can have my pizza crust. I was like, don't even tempt me right now. I
No.
can't have pizza crust. So yeah, so it's good. My son is like the most supportive. He's 15, but he is outstanding. I cannot even explain my son to anybody, the amount of support that he gives me, and
Nice.
like brings me to crazy tears when I think about like how amazing my child is. My daughter's
Terrific.
great too, but my son is just like, mom, keep going, mom, keep going, mom, keep going. And he'll like,
Yeah.
I'll wake him up at 5 in the morning when I'm downstairs working out. And I'm like, dude, you got to get up. I'm going to max out and I need to not drop it on my face. So
Yeah.
he'll come downstairs and he's like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So like
That's
we
great.
push each other. He has his own sports that he does, and I'm like 100% there for him. So he's 100% for me. So
That's terrific.
yeah.
How old is, you said your son's 15. How old's your daughter?
She is going to be 12.
Oh, wow. Very cool. That's
She's,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great that your son's so supportive though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. My
Mm.
daughter, like, she gets it, but like my son has gone to like posing practice with me and he's seen it. And then like he keeps telling me, you got to eat like Sam Sulik. And I'm like, stop. I cannot eat like Sam Sulik, Zach.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 39, I'm a female, I can't eat like that.
Yeah.
But like, so he watches videos and sees these big guys and he's like, so he'll ask me now, like, how can we get my shoulders bigger? So I'm like, all right, let's go to the basement. Like, we'll work on your shoulders. And
Yeah.
it's, he does travel baseball all summer, so I can't work him too hard. Um,
Yeah. Sure.
so there's a fine line with me working him. So,
That's so cool though. That's great that he's so supportive.
oh yeah, yeah.
When you mentioned the waist trainer, it reminded me of there's a really cool figure pro named Christine Cave, who I believe is a nurse, also a nurse practitioner,
Okay.
but she's done kind of cute videos where she's like the bane of her existence is the waist
He's
trainer.
the waist trainer. Yeah. 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 I totally agree with that. The waist trainer. Yeah. Oh,
She's so cute about it too. I'll have to send you her
yeah. I'll have to
contact
check
so you
that
can
out.
see. Yeah, she's
Yeah. It's
really
totally
cute.
relatable. I'll be like, oh my God, you said exactly what I feel every time I put this waist trainer on.
I can imagine too. I've seen that thing. It looks like not much fun to wear at all.
No,
Oh no. Is that, and I guess that's to help you with,
just bring, so you like for figure, you want to have a really nice triangle type shape. So you want your
yeah.
waist to be super tiny, your shoulders to be nice and wide, your back to be wide. So you need to have a nice triangle. So it helps bring the waist in.
Oh, I see.
Like,
Yeah.
and you can definitely get some inches in. So
Hmm.
it's beneficial to wear it, and you have to wear it, pretty tight, but you still
Hmm.
have to breathe at the same time.
Oh no. It's like the old
Yeah.
corsets, that from
Yes.
Victorian days or whatever. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh
Yep. Super tight.
no.
Super fun. Yeah.
Oh man. I was curious, what advice can you give to ladies who are looking for a good coach?
Interview a lot of coaches before you pick one.
Okay.
Get a good background. Ask to speak to their clients. Find out who their clients are and get some real honest feedback from them.
Mhm.
Um, because hopefully they'll let you know. Um, because there are some bad coaches out there and you can get caught up in that. and you definitely need to interview, and don't be scared to fire a coach.
Yeah,
If it's not working, it's not working.
I got you. No, I understand that too. Yeah, that's good advice. I know some coaches that are kind of cookie cutter, but then there's some that are kind of abusive too, I think. And
Yeah,
so, yeah,
there's fine lines. There's real fine lines, and and then some coaches like want you on certain things, and some want you on other things, and it's just like,
hmm
when is it my body, my choice?
hmm
So I'm really fortunate. Bombshell is, I mean, they're women, and they're women athletes, and I mean, they have men in there too, but their priority is your health. They,
mm
and that's, my coach is always like, you're a mom, you have two kids, you have a career, you have other things going on. Your health is number one. This falls second, which I don't always prioritize my health first, because
Yeah,
like my eyes on the prize.
hmm
I I
I
I'll
understand.
run myself into the ground to make sure I got my workout, I got my cardio, I got everything going. I'm running kids. So but there's a time where you just need to give it like a break,
hmm
and take care of your health, make sure you're okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's good to say that too. I think that's important. And 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 that's what I was going to ask you next too. You're a nurse, so
Yeah.
and I was curious, how long have you worked as a nurse, and does that kind of keep your eyes on your health more too, because you know more about health, do you think?
So I've been a nurse for 15 years. Um, I did a long bout in like long-term care. I was a director of nursing for two different facilities. And you know, it's funny. I had, I say that I want to have these pictures as proof for when I'm in the nursing home, that I can say I was hot.
Yeah.
And,
Uh-huh.
right. I could be like, look in the box. That's how I used to look. And like I hope I never end up in a nursing home, but um nursing and seeing people very sick, and then I worked in the hospital as well. And I was a float nurse, and I got to work all the units. So that was oncology, that was ortho, that was everything. And it's so important to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And a lot of it stems from nutrition
hmm
and poor nutrition.
mm
And if you could just fix your poor nutrition and your bad habits, and I mean, people don't want to. And
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't see that heart attack, then you wouldn't see the stroke, then you wouldn't see all of these things that we see. Your cholesterol wouldn't be this high if you didn't eat that way. So for me, there, like, nutrition is huge for me,
hmm
um, for like so many reasons, just across the board of my life.
hmm
But seeing the things that are super preventable as a nurse, I mean, it's nutrition.
Yeah. It's
So
so
much of
important.
this. I mean, cancer is one thing, and a lot of that's genetics and environmental, but like, you can avoid type 2 diabetes. You can avoid, that heart attack. There's
Yeah.
so much that you can avoid if you get your nutrition straight.
I
And
think.
do preventative health care. Go get a good primary care doctor and make sure you go see them. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't do that. And I mean, I have clients that come in like, and they're not even like really my clients. They're getting their haircut. They come talk to me and they're like, "Oh, I just stopped taking my diuretic." I'm like, "Why?"
Oh no.
Like,
Oh yeah.
did your doctor tell you to stop taking the diuretic? Well, no, it makes me like pee too much. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's the point. You're retaining fluid. Like, could you just
Yeah.
take your diuretic? So, I mean, there's so much that if you just do like a little bit of nutrition and a little bit of exercise, that can keep your health disparities down significantly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I think that's a good message to set to tell too. I think cut out the fast food too. That's something I did years ago, is cut out fast food and no smoking too. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, so that's good.
I mean, sugary drinks too. Like,
Oh yeah, I never got into those either,
the
fortunately.
drinks are the people just drink their calories away, and it's like,
Hmm.
stop, just get water. Your body needs water. It doesn't
Yeah.
need that Mountain Dew.
Exactly. No, that's not good for you at all, the soda.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's something I kind of like about RFK Jr. talking about stuff like that. It's stuff that needs to be said, and um, about nutrition and cutting out the crap, and help us live longer and better.
Right. And it's so hard because we've been programmed to eat like this and like in masses, like our portions are way too big. Uh,
Yeah.
there's
Mhm.
way too much cheese on everything. Like
Uh-huh.
it's it's so, I don't want to say upsetting, but there's people that live to eat and there's people that eat to live.
Hmm.
Um, and you can't be one of those people that lives to eat and be like a foodie. Because you're not going to stay healthy that way.
Hmm.
And you can occasionally get like a good tasty meal, but not every night going out to dinner, not door dashing every meal. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's not good for you at all.
no, no.
My ex-wife was a former nurse, and this was really sad, but she knew a guy who basically was kind of lived in his van, and he kind of like he was stuck in his van too because he was so big,
Yeah,
and I think that's what he did was drive-throughs, like at fast food. That's the only way he could get his food, but he
right,
really couldn't leave the van either. It was just like, oh,
right.
goodness,
So
that's
you're
sad.
covered. Yeah, you're filthy then. Like,
Yeah,
and it's like, well, what kind of life is that? You're trapped. You are trapped in your body. And
and he was ironically named Tiny, but
that's very ironic. Very ironic.
but but yeah, it's sad though too. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, Now in terms of working as a nurse, you had mentioned before we started recording, you have a special kind of nursing gig that you got going.
Yeah, so I do Botox filler, laser hair removal, photo facials, medical facials, IV hydration, vitamin infusions, kind of like wellness type things, B12 injections, that kind of stuff in
Cool.
Rock Hill. So that keeps me busy. So I did work at the hospital and run the business at the same time. And then the business did get very busy. So I left the hospital and I said, all right, I'm going to do this full time and we're going to see what happens. So,
Said you're renting out of space.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. That's great. And has it been going well for you?
Yeah, it's been 2 years now. I've been going pretty strong. So, and like every year, every, couple months, I mean, every week I get new clients. So, in the summer it gets crazy busy because we have people that come back from Florida. So then I'm
Oh,
seeing all my
yeah.
Florida clients again, and then they'll be like in October, like I'm gonna go. So can we do my Botox before I go to Florida?
Oh,
That kind of
yeah.
yeah. So.
Oh, those snowbirds. Yeah, those
Yes.
snowbirds keep you busy.
Yeah, yeah, and there's a lot of them. So
Oh, I bet. I want to be a snowbird one of these days. It's too damn hot down here. And we got hurricanes too. It's like, oh,
oh yeah,
pain. Yeah.
there's no good place with weather anymore. Like there's no good place.
No, I know. Um, how long have you worked as a coach, and do you have bodybuilding and lifestyle clients?
So I don't take competitors. I don't feel like I'm at that level where, if anyone came to me and was like, I want to be a competitor, I was like, I would tell them to go to the team that I'm on because you're going to get the best of the best
Mm,
by being on that team. Mine is lifestyle. It's small changes. It's working your diet, your nutrition, and giving you a workout plan for really like the everyday person. Like
mm,
that, it's difficult, but you don't have a plan. Like I see girls in the gym all the time, and they'll ask me questions, right? And or I've seen girls come in the gym and get frustrated, like, "Oh, my class got canceled, and I don't know what to do." And I'm like,
oh,
It's it's because they don't have a plan. So like
yeah.
now, if you just had a plan, and so like the app I have is super, like I love the app I have. You can hit the exercise. It shows you how to do it. It's very
Okay.
simple. And then you can log how much weight you've done, how many sets you've done.
Okay.
So for my clients, I get to see everything that they do, and
Oh,
then
nice.
they can rate the workout. And I had one
Uh-huh.
mistakenly rate the workout as easy. So I messaged her right away. I was like, would you like me to make it harder? She was like, no, no, no. I didn't press the right button. I didn't have my glasses on. I was like, because we could go harder all day. So,
Cute.
it's, I, yeah, I love doing that. That's my passion. That's where I want to be. Nutrition is a huge passion. Keeping people healthy is a huge passion. So even like my son, I loaded up a full workout for him. I was like, this is what you need to do. I got it for you. Just go in the basement. Like I made it geared towards all the stuff I have in the basement. So,
Okay, great.
um, yeah, I love doing that. And I've been writing workout plans since I was 14. I've been
Really?
writing meal plans since I was 14. Yeah, for
Oh,
myself.
wow.
Because
That's-
I was like, well, I need a plan. I can't go to the gym without a plan. If I want to do something, I have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Because failure to plan is a plan to fail. So like you're
Yeah.
gonna get there, walk around in a circle and then leave because you don't know what to do.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
true.
and just like with food, if you don't have your food prepped and ready to go, what does that mean? You're gonna DoorDash some crap the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
So, I mean, for me, we have meal prep Sunday in my house. We prep for the week. My husband does, I do. We get my son, we make him his burgers and his rice. So when he gets home, he has burgers and rice.
Yeah.
My daughter's a little bit like, I'm like a short order cook for her most of the time. So it depends on her mood, what we're going to eat. So,
Sure.
um,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but that's how we do it in my house.
That's
Um,
terrific, though. I think that's great that you played it out and you've been writing these meal plans for since you were 14. It's impressive, I think.
yeah, it became like an obsession, like a not healthy obsession for a while. And then
Yeah.
somehow like through life and marriage and having kids and like, I mean, I got super unhealthy when I was pregnant with my son. I gained 100 pounds. I, I,
Oh.
I had a miscarriage before him. So I was like terrified I was going to lose him. So I ate everything. I was like, I am protecting my baby.
Oh,
So
yeah. I
I
get
did,
that.
like, and
Yeah.
afterwards, I had work to do when I got out of the hospital. I was like, I got to lose my weight. I got to get back in my scrubs.
Yeah.
So, and I did, I was like running when I shouldn't have been running like 3 days after I had him and everything.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I knew I needed to get myself back. And my daughter, I didn't gain that much weight. I ate super healthy with her. I didn't crave that stuff.
Good.
Um,
Yeah.
so she's a very healthy, picky eater. Him,
That's
not so
good.
much.
Oh, no. Well, teenage voice, I could see. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hungry.
Yeah. Especially do a baseball too, keep you busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I was curious, is your husband also a bodybuilder and is he supportive of your bodybuilding efforts?
He is 100% supportive of whatever I do. Um,
Oh.
I feel like he knew the bodybuilding and the competitions were coming, and it was like, it was working up for a few years, and then it was like, bam, here they are, like we're going. So he was like, oh my God, we're going, like it's happening. Um, because I talked about it, and I try not to talk about it and push all my crap on like my family to overwhelm them. So I don't talk about it so much.
Yeah, I
Um,
got you. Yeah.
and so my husband, when we met, he worked out quite a bit, and we fell into like the marriage and got settled, and then we were both working and running kids, and COVID happened, so like we both ended up putting on a little like weight that we didn't want.
Okay.
So in like 2022, like I started to get back where I used to be.
Okay.
um so it was like back to like running and cardio and lifting and doing all the things I used to do when we first met.
Oh
um,
yeah.
and now, like he'll go to the gym as much as he can because he works a lot. So, and he works really long hours. So he goes when he can. He does not like to work out in the basement despite all the equipment. He's like, I have to go to the gym. I can't do it in the basement. I'm not motivated. I can't do it
Yeah,
like that.
I'm
And I
sure.
get that sometimes.
I
Um,
got you. I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's super supportive. If he weren't supportive, um, I mean, I would probably still do it anyway,
Uh-huh.
just because
Yeah.
of how I am. But it's like I'm super happy that he's supportive of it. And I was really happy. Florida was the last minute thing. So I looked at him, I was like, are you coming to Florida? Are we not going to? So I got him like a last minute ticket, and like he took off to Florida with me. And I was like,
Perfect.
thank yeah. I was just like, thank God that you're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's great to have that support for sure. And
yeah.
um, it, I want to mention too, I think you have your dogs there too. You have 5 miniature dachshunds, you said?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, 5 mini doxies.
That's
Um,
so cute.
they're I say they're his dogs now because he's like obsessed with the dogs.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
so, it was hard for him to leave the dogs for the
Oh, yeah.
weekend. But he had his daughter come and like check on them and make sure they were good. Speak of the devils. Um, she stayed here so that she could take care of the dogs. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah. They're so cute. That is
yeah.
cool.
There's something else is what I'll say. They each have their own little personality, and one steals socks and one rips stuff apart and one is just very calm. That's my dog, is the calm one who's like 4 pounds. She'll snuggle in bed. She's one that like I've debated on bringing her with me to competition. I'm like, she's the only dog I'll bring with me because you won't even know she's there.
Oh, yeah. That would be kind of cute, wouldn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Yeah. Just a little cuddle dog.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice and have more support too, It's always good to have
Yeah.
more support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, now I talked to you before, when we were setting up the interview. You live in Chillicoon, right? In
Um,
New York?
Calicoon. Calicoon.
Callicoon, I'm sorry, Callicoon, that's right. And
Yeah.
that's, um, and it looks kind of like a small town. I mean, is it much, do people even understand what bodybuilding is over there?
Not really. I
No.
mean, even like in like the surrounding towns, like people don't really get it.
Hmm.
So you are like on your own little island doing your own little thing. Um,
Yeah, I
so
understand.
that's why like this weekend going to do the team competition, it was nice because then, I mean, even when I go to competitions in Jersey or just like meet people, I'm like, no one's giving me a hard time about rice and chicken again. Like we're all eating rice and chicken. We're all eating rice cake. It's like, it's normal,
Hmm.
whereas here it's normal to not eat like that. And it's normal to not look like this. And I mean, most people don't look like this. I get that. So,
Yeah, I
right.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's nice when you have people that do and that understand a peak week and that understand like how hard it is mentally, physically exhausting.
Yeah.
It's better to have some support there.
I think especially that's the advantage of living in a bigger city, I think too, and having more bodybuilding community, I guess.
Right. Like I went down to Bev's for like a Jay Cutler was there. Like they just did like a pre-competition workshop. So I went
Yeah.
down there and it was like everybody in there was a bodybuilder.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hmm.
I'm like, I am so like I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't even count. I'm not a bodybuilder in this land. Like I look very tiny. And I was like, man, like if this were, and like some of that is good because then like you see people that are at this level and you want to get there. So you work harder.
Yeah.
So around here, it's like, I just need to know there's girls that are bigger, there's girls that are thicker. I need to keep working because I know what is out there. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not someone right next to me. It is someone I'm going to see. So yeah, you just have to mentally know like what your competition is going to look like.
Yeah, I got you. No, I understand. Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. Especially living where you do, just and but no, that's great to get to be in that environment, I imagine, to go to a place like Bev's gym.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, just to go there, it's like, for me, that's like amazing. I'm like, oh, this is heaven.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
wish I'd gone there when I was at New York Pro, but I didn't have a rental car or anything. It was just too far away. But
Yeah, it was far from there. It was like another hour, hour and a half or so. Yeah.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to drive through the city and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
No, no.
I was curious, are your parents still alive? And are
Yeah, my mom and dad are both alive. Um,
yeah.
they're not big weightlifters.
Hmm.
My I get my mom to go to Planet Fitness every once in a while. I did
Okay.
give her, like, I made her a workout plan. She likes to play pickleball,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
so
That's
she
a good
plays pickle.
option.
Yeah, that's what her exercise is. So she's doing something, but I'm like, you need to hit the weights. Like your bone density is going down. Like I
Yeah.
don't need you to fall and get hurt. Let's crank the weights up so your bone density increases. So
Yeah.
she will slowly but surely, you know, do that. I mean, she's 65, so
Did they come to your bodybuilding shows? Or well, you've only had
um,
a couple so far, but
um so she went to the one in Jersey. She
oh,
actually came down and watched, and she didn't stay for the judging part, but the pre, she got to see the pre-judging, and she took all the pictures, and she's like amazed when she sees all the men on stage. They're like, oh my God, they're big, so I mean, she
uh-huh.
likes to watch it all. So I think, like, I could take her to a show with me and she would sit there all day and just be entertained, because she's like, just like I am, like, I'm amazed at what these people can do.
Yeah, that's terrific. That's really cool. That yeah, I hope she'll come to more of your shows. That'd be nice. Huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. If she's around, like, she'll go to Florida. She's kind of snowbirdy. So she'll go to Florida, then she'll be home, and then she'll be upstate. Like, she's all over the place. So but if I tell her in advance, she'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna come.
Terrific. Yeah. That's cool about being snowbirdie too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to do that. I want, yeah.
Yeah. Eventually. Yeah.
I just have a couple more questions for you. Do you ever, I know you're relatively new, but you have pretty good fan following or following on Instagram, but do you ever deal with overbearing fans? And I know fans need to behave. I'm talking to you guys, fans.
Yeah.
How
So
about behave?
um it comes in waves. After this weekend, I got like hit really hard. Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, like, what's going on? And it was message, 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 like,
Oh,
and so, like, some of it, I'm like, I can't even digest what I just went through. I need to, like, and I can't read them all, like, and some of them are in different languages. Like,
oh,
I'm not that great in Spanish, so
uh-huh.
um, and I still feel like I'm not that special, I'll say.
Yeah.
So, like,
Gotcha.
when I get like little, like, following, like, I'm grateful, and I'm like, I just basically say, like, thank you, and respect that I have a husband and I am a mom and I have two kids. And I had someone who messaged, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I see you're married. And I was like, okay, like, yes, I have a husband. He's in all my pictures. Like,
Yeah.
so, like,
Uh-huh.
I'm not looking. I'm very happy. I'm good. So,
Oh, very cool. I got you. I understand that. Yeah. Sometimes the guys can send weird stuff too, and which they should not be sending, so
yes. Yeah. I mean, I've had women send weird stuff too. And I'm like,
really? Oh.
yeah,
Hmm.
like, and I'm like, did you want me to critique your body? Like, I don't know what you were looking for. So I just was like, okay, we'll talk later. I didn't say anything. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like, I don't know. So, and not like inappropriate or anything, just like, here's a picture of me being a model. Like, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. So,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think social media makes people they're what is it? They'll say the quiet part out loud, and then, they can be kind of inappropriate and stuff too. So,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's just like about like setting a clear boundary, and, starting from the get. because the second you like let anything go, they're gonna just open the door like crazy, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah,
that's not. So very clear boundaries is like a huge thing.
that's a good idea. You can always walk them too.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I was curious, that New York Pro was so dynamic and I never seen a show so loud and kind of electric like that. But how do you think we can get more people to show up and show out for the bodybuilding shows, not only in person, but by more live streams? Because sometimes I've been to shows, are a big show and it's just like crickets in there. It's just so quiet. It's like, where is everybody? Where's the fans?
It's I feel like it's hard. Like I feel like the league is trying to like expand their reach,
Hmm.
and not enough people are really aware or really like educated on how. I mean, it's a whole process, and you really need to understand the process of being part of it. I mean, even just to go, and there's people at the gym I go to that are like, oh my God, I want to go to a bodybuilding competition. Like, so buy a ticket and go. Like, it's not hard. Like, people
Uh-huh.
think that you just can't go. And
Yeah.
yeah, just it's
Hmm.
I feel like it should be bigger. Even like the smaller shows should have more of a like a fan base. And it's advertised. I mean, I don't know how, even like the live streaming, and some competitions will have live stream and some won't. So
Yeah.
I'll
Hmm.
look and I'll be like, oh, can I live stream that one? And I can't. And I'm like, that's the one I wanted to see. So
I know. That's disappointing when they don't have a live stream, actually.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So um I feel like it's hard. It's a difficult path, and I feel like we've come pretty far.
Yeah.
But you could always get more. Like, you would love to have more people screaming for you when you're on stage, because like, look at what you just did, and now you're in a bikini, and now you're doing this across the stage. Like, regardless of who the person is and who you're there to cheer for, just cheer. Like, whoever's there, just cheer for them, because that took a lot to get up there.
Yeah, you're right. No, I agree with you on that. And I like it when a certain competitor has their own, cheering crowd
Oh yeah.
and that's kind of neat to, and
Yeah.
I saw that a lot of that New York Pro. That was just really neat to see.
Yeah, there was some down in Florida. There was like a section for this one bikini athlete, and there were like 30 people, and they had her face on a sign, and
Oh,
they
really?
were like really intense. Yeah. I mean, and then there were others like behind me yelling, and like their team showed up to support them, and
Nice.
you know,
That's really makes a difference, I think. I think it's great to have that cheering section for sure.
yeah, I told my husband, I'm like, if you ever scream like that, I'm gonna jump off stage and have an issue with you. I said, don't ever scream like that for me. I
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I have to stay focused. Like, I don't want to hear my name. I just want to walk out there.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Have your kids been to your shows too?
Not yet.
That's
Not yet.
cool. Yeah.
That's um it's a long day. Uh,
Yeah, I know.
and I just my son could probably handle most of it. My daughter would be like, if my daughter came down and just watched prejudging and left with my mom, that would be like the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Um, because I can't be a mom that day. So like, I can't be worried about like your food and your bathroom and where you're gonna sit and all that. Like, I need to stay in my own zone. So it's hard. Um and not that I don't want them there, like, I definitely want them there to
Hmm.
see what it is that I'm doing. I mean, they see me like pose around the house all the time. So they see what I'm
Yeah.
doing. And then when they see the pictures, and then they're like, oh, like, you got a medal. Like, I'm like, yeah, one day I want a sword. Like, there's a sword out there. You could,
Uh-huh.
just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I want a sword and a statue. So I don't know where I have to go to get that, but I want to get that.
That'll
So
be awesome. Yeah.
yeah. So they'll come eventually. I keep telling my daughter, I'm like, just wait, I'm gonna get you competing. Just wait. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like,
Oh,
just wait. Just wait. When you want a six pack, you're gonna be like, Mom, how do we do this? So
yeah, that's true. Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, there's juniors, you could do juniors.
She's approaching 14 too. So and that's when you got involved too. So, uh-huh.
Yeah. It's funny, they were always in the basement with me. So like, I have pictures of her at like 2 or 3 years old and like picking up a 2 pound, like
Oh yeah.
doing
Oh,
curls. Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
very
had my
cute.
knee sleeves on. She was doing everything in the basement. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah. There's a lot of cute little pictures of her doing that. I mean, both the kids would come down the basement and like just play workout with me. So,
That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's great that you had the basement gym, I think, and
yeah.
helped during COVID, I bet, when everything was shut down, you know.
At COVID, I worked so much, so I couldn't do anything.
Oh
So,
yeah, I
yeah,
bet.
COVID, it was all I
Yeah,
did was work. Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, you were really busy with, yeah, as a nurse and stuff. That's true.
Yeah. So it was tough. It was tough. My husband like was with the kids because there's no school, and it was just COVID was tough.
I know that was a crazy time, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I was curious if there's anything I missed that you'd like to address or anybody you'd like to shout out.
Um, no, I guess God is good. My kids, of course, my husband and my coaches, like they are so super helpful. Like I just can't thank them enough for everything that they do. So Jen Capozzi, Jenny Clapp, Jess Delias, and Miss Shannon Day, they have been helping me like the past month like crazy. So I'm
Oh, yeah,
so
I saw Shannon at the elevator at New York Pro, and she's so sweet, but she's
oh,
like,
she's so sweet.
she's stunning too. She's like, wow, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
so
she's
pretty.
beautiful. Like I'm like in awe. I see her, I was like, oh my God, this is she's just gorgeous. And Jess Elias is 100%, she gives everything she has to this business. And it's amazing. It's just amazing the organization that they formed. So I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
That's terrific. Yeah. I want to talk to Shannon someday on this podcast. So I'll have to reach out to her.
Yeah, she's a busy lady. But she's so super sweet and so caring. Like
Yeah.
I'm just amazed.
I think she's a great MC too. I
Oh
would think
yeah. Yeah.
probably the top female MC in bodybuilding, you know. So
Yeah, she's great.
yeah. Um, and now do you have any sponsors? Are you interested in picking up some sponsors?
I mean, that would be great. I don't have any sponsors. Um, that would be amazing.
Hmm.
If that were to come down the line, like you know, I wouldn't even know what to do or what to, my mind would be like blown a little bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, that would be an amazing thing to have happen. Um, yeah, but we'll
Yeah,
see what happens. Like I'm just riding a wave right now. Like I'm super grateful. Life is good. God is good. So whatever happens, happens.
that's terrific. That's good. Good attitude too. I like that. Yeah. Would you mind doing a quick bicep flex for me?
Oh, sure, sure.
Wow,
There's,
looking good.
yes. I like the double bi, but you can't really see it.
No,
There's, I,
yeah, you look great.
no.
Thank you. Well, it's really nice speaking with you and best wishes to you. I think you have a great future in the sport for sure. And as I mentioned, I'll probably post this tomorrow morning. So I'll of course tag you and stuff. But yeah, best wishes to you and your future
Thank
in
you
the
so
sport.
much. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.